Okay, so last time we played this, which was yesterday, we got a lot done. We have access to basically everywhere on the map as far as I can tell, except the secondary area of the aqueduct. We are still lacking in armor, which is what we're going to address today. We're going to walk around quite a few of the areas we've already been to time and again to make sure that we have found everything we can find. Now that we have every relic in the game, the world should be our oyster, logically. So we're going to begin as we logically should at the beginning, and then work our way out from there to find everything we're missing. At least that's the intention. I may sidetrack, as I usually do. I could go from the secret passage, but let's start at the beginning. Because between having glide and double jump and everything, we should be able to go basically everywhere on every map, I would figure. Now, I don't know if there's going to be anything particularly valuable here in the first level, but there is a secret here somewhere. So, I'm inclined to find out where it is. Okay, they didn't do anything cheeky like hiding something high up back at the beginning of the stage, it looks like. It'd be kind of a dick move to hide something up there, but I wouldn't put it past any dev team to be cheeky like that. So I am compelled to check. The bright side to running back through everything to look for goodies is we are going to be picking up all of our sub-weapons, which will help us deal with whatever's in the aqueduct. And hopefully make up for all the trouble we were having at the end of last session. Yeah, we're just fast enough that we can take those soldiers out before they get a chance to attack, thanks to the steel claymore we picked up. Oh, they do the exact same dialogue again when we're talking to him here. I was kind of hoping I would be able to just look at what he had in here. Yeah, all of his prices are still elevated. That was something I wanted to check, was whether restarting the game would reset his pricing. There would be no real reason for that to be the case, but a man can dream. Yeah, we already grabbed the thing from up there. And this was just axes. Doesn't look like there's anything up here either. Okay. A little bit of damage here and there really isn't relevant, because we're not really concerning ourselves with the whole surviving thing particularly much. Oh, wait, the camera does move up here. Or it did. Why does the camera move up there? There's nothing there. Weird. And up there isn't a thing. Okay, that rules this out. I just gotta be careful not to go to the actual boss room, because that'll send us out of here, as we learned when we walked around the aqueduct. And I forgot where the boss door precisely was for some reason. Yeah, this is where the secret... No, this is underneath where the secret exit was, I think. This is where the boss door is, so we don't want to go through there. Because whatever the last remaining secret is would not be in the boss room. Logically. Like, if it is in the boss room and it's missable because it's in the boss room, that sucks. Which, unfortunately, makes that not impossible to be true, but I'm gonna just hope that it's not the case. So, the early bits of today aren't going to be particularly interesting. I'm going to warn you all about that right now. There's gonna be a lot of me running around swinging at the ceiling and doing other odd things like that. I have no spears left, so hopefully it isn't in with the aqueduct passage down there. Though I have a suspicion it might be, because we've basically covered the whole map now. This map's not very big. Yeah, because even though this looks breakable, this isn't. Unless it's a weird situation where you have to, like, throw a torch at a wooden wall and burn it or something. Which, I hate that I had that thought now. Because now that's a reality that exists in my brain. So up there's where we got the box with the axes. Down here's where we run through so often. So down here's not helpful. Yeah, I think it actually would have to be down where the passage to the secondary area is, and then... Which, thankfully, we don't have to burn resources to get there. We can just use the world map to get there. We can just go in through the back. Assuming that that's the correct answer, which it might not be. But I figure we're running out of other places to look. And I don't think I went down here. In fact, this is almost certainly where said secret is, right here. Which was just money. Well... What's further in here? Or is this whole... Ah, there we go, there's the runestone. So there was 2 runestones in stage 1. At first, there was only darkness. When rage, courage, and fear came together, we were created. From the origin of things, that's what we are. All else is darkness. Very good. Alright, so this stage is now 100% completed. There's nothing left for us in stage 1. So the armor was not in stage 1. I kind of didn't think it would be, but... there was a chance. Like, I genuinely do feel like the armor would have had to have been somewhere reachable earlier than this point. Unless they genuinely expect you to collect both suits of armor late game, which doesn't make sense. Like, it'd be rather ridiculous to have you getting 2 pieces of armor close together. Is at that point, why not just give them the power of that entire armor bit in one go? You know? It just seems weird. Okay, we're gonna look around up in here, because if there was anywhere where we'd be using double jump to get around more, it'd be somewhere up here. At least in this stage. Here's where that statue is, and there's nothing above it. Also, I'm pretty sure that the symbol that shadow guy uses to talk to us, by the way, because I saw the intro again as I booted the game up, I'm pretty sure that's the same symbol that they were sacrificing someone in front of in the intro. So that's a thing. Might very well be the kid we saw getting sacrificed turned into that shadow thing. Wouldn't that be something? Because this is where this statue was, and there's nothing above it. Okay. And I assume flying from here is not going to do anything we didn't already do, because we came from reasonably high up to get over to there. So let's just turn around before I waste our time with that idea. Instead, like, hover down through here. Nope, that's just the entrance. Okay. Like, I'm figuring there's gonna be, like, an hour or so of backtracking involved here, while we make sure we're not missing an armor piece somewhere obvious. Because as I mentioned yesterday, we really need that armor. And apparently the game is beatable without it, because there's an achievement for beating the game with just the armor we're wearing right now. So I'm sure people have done it. I'm just not going to be one of those people. Yeah, because that's where we enter the secret area for this section. We already did this puzzle. Well, puzzle such as it is. Open one of these up so we can get down there, though. You know, that would have been another way to solve this, huh? Is just to jump in each of those and see what happens. Yeah, because now we can walk all the way down. Just double check everything. So yeah, this was just a loop around with a bunch of goodies, which we do need the goodies. As has been repeatedly established, our sub-weapon supply is kind of lacking. Was this the boss room? I think it was. Yeah. So that's the whole stage. Where is the item? We came up from the secret passage that time, right? Or did we come in from the entrance? We came in from the secret passage. Let's come in from the entrance then, because I think we skipped a part of the stage when we came into the secret area. I just accidentally went into Darkwoods 2 because going through that door cycles you over there immediately, which there's a bunch of stuff we're missing in there too. We barely found anything when we went through that place. So we'll have to trek through all of that again. Yeah, there might be something here, though we did jump around in here a bunch, and we didn't see anything that I can recall we couldn't reach. But it's a matter of attaining certainty. Honestly, as soon as I have even one armor upgrade, I'll be pretty happy. I will then feel confident to go finish things up once we have just one armor upgrade. Ideally, we find the armor upgrade and another weapon upgrade, or both armor upgrades, without it being too much of an ordeal. Because as much as I don't really go out of my way to 100% things, it does seem beneficial to us to have some extra oomph. And I'm genuinely curious to see how different the other weapon's gonna be, considering this one was just a faster weapon. Well, off he goes, making laser noises the whole way. We know that we needed the button to be pressed for something else. So I don't think there's gonna be anything else down here for us. Not in this specific bit here. But I just need to make sure. Yeah, because that opened when we pressed the button. And this led down into here, which is the thing we were trying to jump up to before, so that at least solves that mystery. And we already grabbed that runestone. There was like something it looked like I needed to dash jump to, or something around here. I think it was this stage that had the suspiciously dash jumpable spot. The camera does move up, but I think that is an area we were already at, and you can fall down to get into that section. Oh, wait. Maybe this wasn't reachable before. Yep, there we go. There's a bag upgrade. So that's one of the secrets we were missing. Which, that is helpful. That is 5 more sub-weapon charges we can carry. Just not really what I was hoping for. Problem is, anything that's going to lead to either an armor or weapon upgrade is probably going to be a lot more involved than just finding the right jump. Now, I know we went in here before, but did we complete this? Because I don't remember if this was a case of, okay, we got in here, but we can't finish this. I feel like there wasn't any secrets that we got into but couldn't finish other than the sword upgrade that we now have. Yeah, we did get whatever was there. Okay. Which most of the relics were in kind of out-of-the-way places, too. So they do really expect you to explore, which I appreciate. I do like exploring. Yeah, this is where the graveyard section is, and we don't want to go there yet, because we've already walked through there pretty thoroughly. I'm pretty sure everything that's missing is in here. Because we got out of here as quick as I could. I was not really a big fan of this place. So if there's gonna be anything else I missed, it'll be around here somewhere. I suspect it might very well be right up here. Though there was that area back at the beginning climb as well, which is where we're headed currently. The one that I was like, I wonder if I have to, like, jump better or find a way to climb vines or something to get to that. I'm starting to remember now. Because there's also that which we grabbed already. But right before here, during this whole bit, I think there was something else we saw. Actually, no, I had tried going from here out. But we didn't get very far because we couldn't, you know, get very far other than just jumping. Okay, so that didn't net me anything. Why do I feel like Windows forgot my audio settings? Thanks for the game. Hang on. No, it is still there. We're gonna just bump that down just a touch anyway. Take the edge off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we checked all these walls already, but I'm just checking again for safety. Well, my theory seems to not be following anywhere. That's a shame. One bit of spoiler knowledge I have, because I took a look at the discussions because I had a technical issue right at the start with this game, by the way, is that those lights that we see over there apparently don't do anything. They just exist. Is literally one of the most recent discussions in the Steam discussions at that moment was about those lights. And me being the curious sort, I couldn't help but look at it. Because I'll be honest, when I first glanced at it, because they were talking about weird lights in the sky, I thought it was going to be a UFO shitpost. So I got curious. Because it was phrased almost like the old weird lights in the sky thing about UFOs. Yeah, there's the wizard we fought before. That fireball really does follow along pretty well, huh? Yeah, because there's where we dropped down when we took the other path. We grabbed that runestone already. I'm slightly at a loss here, because there are apparently a couple more secrets in here somewhere, and I have no idea where. Like, not necessarily in here, but on this map somewhere. And I freely admit to beginning to running out of ideas. I don't know why I'm going back this way. Is there... Oh no, we don't have anything else left there. There was only one thing. Okay, so we're good there. We cleaned that one up too. That's why I couldn't find anything else, because there was nothing else to find. Okay. You know what? That's fine then. That works. So we now have 2 areas fully cleared. I guess let's check the regular aqueducts next, because we also need to find the secondary area there anyway. And then we'll go back to Devil's Peak, I guess, and try to find the last missing item there. This was another area where there was definitely something that you could, like, dash jump to. And that may very well be where the secondary area here is. So I guess let's go do that first. Just because we have certainty about that idea. So while we're at it, I'm gonna check up here. Okay, no, there was nothing here. My memory was telling me that there was nothing here, but my memory has been wrong before. I did not pick up any spears, though, so I can't actually go down in there. Which I think is where the jump bit I was talking about was. Or was it over here, past the bats in this water? The memory I have of that spot is that we went to it before I ended up accidentally going through the boss door. Oh yeah, there's this right here, which gets us a bag as well. Because I remember seeing the bag from below. Okay, now we got 35 cap on ammo, so that's great. Get the leeches off of me. You can stay down here in your watery grave. Yeah, it was up here, because we dash jumped to that ledge over there, and then found out we couldn't go anywhere else. But we can climb up here now. See what this does for us. Gets us down into this underwater bit. Which is where the secondary area is. Okay. So now we have access to Aqueduct Area 2, but let's not go there yet. Oh wait, no, that... Apparently both of those were the only missing secrets in here. So my theory that the armor had to have been reachable somewhere earlier was wrong, then. Because it's not in any of the first 3 areas. So either the first weapon and armor upgrades both were here in Devil's Peak, or 2 of the armor upgrades are in the secondary areas. Huh, okay. Still, we've done a fair bit just in the 20 minutes since we've started. We picked up 2 bag upgrades, and we've cleared 3 areas worth of secrets. Before I go to Devil's Peak, do I want to go back? Oh yeah, we still never killed the Frozen Mines boss too, so we need to deal with that. But that's part of why I want the armor, is to deal with that. For those that weren't here last time, that thing's kind of tanky, and it does a lot of damage. So we kept losing the War of Attrition every time. But I think let's go back to the Underground Temple. Because this was the last secondary area we accessed before the Frozen Mine. And I kind of rushed this place a bit. Oh, apparently the teleporter deactivated, so that's great. But that's kind of fine, because I need to go through the whole area again anyway. That does mean, however, we might end up having to redo the Frozen Mines. Which isn't the worst thing, but it's not really what I would have wanted. Okay, yeah, we did grab what was there. I thought so. Get myself cured. Grab some free spears. Ah, there's the runestone. Temples were built on the cornerstone of blood, and the first cities rose upon sacrifices. The bigger the offer in souls, the better the boon. Those who didn't have strength to take a life in offering were made subjects or sacrifices. Yeah, that's how that usually goes. That checks, unfortunately. Fortunately for those who could do it, unfortunately for those who couldn't. Oh yeah, we realized that we could just burn these, right? And since I actually have a decent amount of torches on me right now... It's kind of funny that we realized that again in the exact same spot we realized it the first time. Okay, I was wondering if those were like plant demons or something, so they would actually... Yep, what do you know, you can drop those on your head and hurt yourself. It's almost like I predicted that when we did this before. Okay, they didn't hide anything where the block comes from. Well, unless it's higher. I really need to stop making myself suspicious about things after I already did something. But I need to check now, so hold that thought. We can double jump up there, so we don't need to push the block all the way back. I just need to push the block over here to check this. Okay, no, there is in fact nothing up there. Okay, very good. Yeah, this is where the key was. Is we had to throw an axe over here in order to activate this. Which also nets us some more goodies. There's where we used the key. As it stands, we already found one of our missing secrets. I'd rather just take the hit directly from that. Right, can't throw things while ducking for some reason. There we go. And that, I think, might be the other missing secret. No, that is... We're missing a secret still. Okay, that ledge was not a secret even though it had a money box in it. Okay. Usually those red boxes are where secrets were. That's why I was assuming that was going to be one of the easiest secrets. The runestone, obviously, was definitely a secret. Speaking of, that'll help us determine something. We're missing runestone number 4. We have runestone 8, 6, and... Now we have 1, 3, 5, and 8. We're missing 4, 6, and 7. Which, that's actually one of the ones we just got. Runestone 1. So I was gonna say I think they're in order. Which would mean runestone 4 would have to be... either down in one of these areas or up here, or as our missing secret. Which more than likely, at least one of multiple of these secrets. That's a terrible sentence. Let me reword that. At least one of the secrets in multiple of these areas is a missing runestone. I'm betting every area has a runestone. Which means runestone number 4 is more than likely our missing Devil's Peak secret. Because I don't remember finding a runestone here. Because I just was hating this area so much. I don't recall finding one in Frozen Mines either, so there's probably one in both of these. We've done everything here, so clearly we did get the runestone here. Obviously with 0, because we haven't even been here, we're missing one here. We just got the one here in the underground temple, so that one's accounted for. Okay. Let's go back into the underground temple, though, and find that last secret. Because this could be our armor. And that's the only reason I'm being so thorough right now, is because any secret could be our goddamn armor upgrade. Okay, even if you throw at it while it's moving, it'll burst anyway. Understood. Does this stuff wear off, or do I think I have to touch one of those. I'm betting there's the other secrets in this section over here, though. Because we found quite a bit in that first section at this point, so it's got to be in this second section somewhere. Which we couldn't reach up here before, so there it is. Okay, another half a heart, because that is going to account for 2 more of the secrets on the map somewhere, is 2 more health extensions. Which those will also make a very big difference. 1 more full heart will absolutely help a lot. Is this? Oh no, that's where the shadow guy first appeared. Which, that's going to account for another secret, as there's 1 more location where he appears as well. Okay, that's all 4 secrets there now. So, Area 1 is complete now. Front and back area both completed. So, Dark Forest Area 2 now. Which, you know, there's this right here, but I would assume this is not a secret based on the fact that the other one wasn't a secret. There may very well be something to do with the heroes here. Which we only encountered... Oh no, we didn't encounter any of them, I guess. But just like the first Dark Forest area, I would presume there's gonna be like a statue puzzle of some kind. That may be a bad assumption, but... Okay, maybe we just didn't activate the teleporter in the other one. Because that teleporter's still active. Maybe I fucked up like I did with the other one, then. I wouldn't be surprised if I did, because we just kind of flew through a lot of these areas. Did I go through this, or did I not have a spear for it when we were here before? Oh, we'll find out quick enough. Well, there's lots of goodies here, so this may very well be the correct path. Yeah, this seems familiar. So I think I actually want to go back. There is something behind this area here. Oh no, this is just a secret loop around, I guess. Well, that sucks. Like, it's safe to say I need to keep my eyes open as high as I can. By virtue of the fact that we gained the ability to jump better. Like, that seems like the logical places to be checking for things they would have put where they expect me to be getting them later. Okay, I did end up making progress accidentally. I do really, really suspect that the area I left behind up there is going to have one of the things we're missing. Is this, I think, is just the next part of the area. Yeah. Well, we'll check this and then we'll warp back to the other one. There's our missing runestone. When the night came and darkness was everywhere, the old ones got nearer to us. An empty sky was a sign of their contempt. A full moon in the sky was a claim for offerings. If the old ones weren't pleased, the darkness could conquer everything again, and they would laugh at our demise. Great gods they have there, gotta say. Clearly cared a lot about their people. Oh yeah, that's a block that I have to break the thing out from underneath in order for it to do literally anything. And that's the one where I was theorizing if it would fall on my head initially. Pretty sure we went in this secret already. Or hidden passageway, I suppose, less than a secret. In hindsight, I shouldn't have grabbed the checkpoint. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I think we didn't do this last time. I think I used the block to get up from here when we were here before, so I think this might actually do something. Yep, busts right through there, and that's where our bag upgrade is. Okay, so we've doubled the amount of... No, we haven't doubled the amount of bag space we have, I don't think. We have gained a lot, but I think we had... didn't we have 25 when we started today? So we almost doubled it. We've gained 3. And over this way, I think, was where the boss was. Yeah, because there's the teleporter. So let's use that teleporter right quick to go back for what I'm betting the other secret is. I'm betting we want to stay on the high road in here. And that'll get us to where the other one is. No, because I feel like we did loop back to these, because I remember these worms being here. Yeah, the path full of the shooters. Yep, I remember this. But there was this blue chest we couldn't get here. This was another one of the... This is an obvious dash jump spot ones. Because we'd crossed this. Oh, right, this is where we died to the flies, so... I think... Wait, what was over here then? I don't remember. And we died to the flies again. Wonderful. Glad to know some things never change. Some aspects of history will always be repeated. I wonder how you're meant to kill these things, if you're even meant to kill them. I had always thought that we were gonna get like a slide ability because of how far these go. Because you would think they would just cap it visually off somehow. But I guess they wouldn't have to cap it off necessarily. I don't know, it just bugs me that those are left open like that. But I think I'm just too used to games that give me slides, so I just expect to be able to squeeze myself into places like that. I don't know. I feel like that's one of those, it's a reasonable expectation, but at the same time, I'm probably going too far with that line of thought. Was the boss down where we were? Where the teleport? It would have to be where the teleporter was. And what was up here? I genuinely don't remember it. I need to know. Like, was this one of those places where we got to and then realized we couldn't finish the job? Or did this just loop around in a really long-winded way? Oh, there's a chest up there. So that's something. I feel like we got that one before, because that's reachable with regular jumping. There's some more money. We have made a lot of money on our little secret finding jaunt. I will say that. now we're back to the entry. Just making sure we're not overlooking anything. Have to be as thorough as possible, because you never know where they're gonna have tucked something. I mean, case in point, really, right here is a prime example. So that one I feel like would be pretty obvious, is people are very used to the classic death pit. It's secret now, I'm sure. Like, oh yeah, this is totally a death pit, except it isn't. There might not be anything here, though. I think that hidden wall was the secret for this part. And then there's this whole bit. Yeah, we tried sliding under there, and that obviously didn't do anything because we can't slide underneath things. We did struggle jumping around in here a little bit because of the water, so there might be something I may have avoided because of that. Because by the time we got here, we were at that point where I was starting to wind out of the game a bit, so that could be relevant. This is where the boss was. I'm pretty confident. No, not quite. Soon, not quite. So this is definitely a point of no return. Oh, apparently I missed that one. This is where the monk guy was, right? The monk that turned into the jazz hands laser guy. Oh wow, this was back at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, so that whole upper section just looped in on itself. Okay. Let's do a head count. Make sure I'm not running around for nothing. Okay, there is one more secret still at large in there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the teleporter and make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree about where the boss door was. Because I've now thought the boss was in 3 different locations in this place, so clearly I don't entirely know what I'm talking about with this area anymore. That I don't think would have been our secret, but it might lead to it. Yeah, the fog here is where the boss is. Oh, I gotta stop saying that. Aha! There's breakable floor underneath this guy. Bingo! Armor! You got combat armor. Reduces damage taken from enemies. And we look different now. We have a hat. Look at us. We have armor on now. I'm glad I was stubborn and stayed here, because we would have otherwise missed out on that armor. But at this point, we don't have that much ground left to cover, so we may as well just finish cleaning out everything. Alright, because we've got all 4 of these areas fully cleared, 5 areas fully cleared, and there's just 3 areas left to look at. Only one of which we haven't even been in at all. The only one I'm going to be willing to negotiate on is whether we finish fully clearing the frozen mines, because I do still hate that place. But if we're going in order, let's go ahead and go into Aqueducts Area 2. Since we haven't been here at all yet. This way you guys get to see something different. in among the backtracking. And so I get to do something different in among the backtracking. Keep me from losing my mind. Okay, those guys are tanky. They are upgraded versions of the spear guys. Oh, we got shield boys. They can also throw their shield. Look at you. Okay, there is an area down there. Or that we can fall to. Now that we've touched the checkpoint, let's go ahead and drop. Okay, there's a gate to open. Aha! Ah. It did a thing at one point and then it stopped doing anything. It was the sound effect we were hearing were the spikes, not the wheel. There's no reason to pop that. Okay, that is a solid wall. It is a good thing we came here so late, though, because this place kinda sucks. This would be a nightmare to deal with without armor and a better weapon and double jump and everything. Okay, so there was just a chest underneath all of that. Let's go down into the water, back where we were before. And I touched the checkpoint, so now I gotta go back through all of this shit again. Mistakes might have been made, but it's fine. Yeah, getting through that, like, spike area there, for example, would be a lot harder without double jump to allow you to drop and then hop. Right, you've respawned now. That's fine. You are incapable of keeping up with me. Yeah, because we didn't go down here. Ah, that was just the teleporter. We lost a life just to find out where the teleporter was. Which, in hindsight, should have been obvious, because they're always right next to the entrance. Well, never mind. If I was less close to running out of lives, I would just die again to save myself time. And I might die again anyway. Because I can't exactly say I'm likely to be patient going through here. Yep, dead. That's fine. Suddenly, I'm where I wanted to be. Oh, this place is a little rancid, huh? Just a little bit. There's our missing runestone for here. There were the ones between us that were the phrase of the voice of the old ones in this realm. We called them oracles and made the temples their houses, bathed them in blood and feed them with sacrifices. Some of them became even closer to the old ones, not abiding to men limitations of the body or soul anymore. It's a pity you can't do acrobatic nonsense like jumping off of the side of a block. That would make my life a lot simpler sometimes. Just go ahead and leave the fish man behind. No, that does look like there might be something up there, but that's not how we get to it. Oh, that's a cheeky spike spot right there. Okay, but why, though? Ow. Aha! You found a silver claymore. It's silver-coated. It doubles your attack power. Oh, hell yeah. We have the best sword in the game now. Let's go. Everything just got so much better. It's a good thing we went up there and found that. Digging through this without this would be awful. Diggy, 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 diggy. Okay, there's another wheel to spin. Okay, looks like it's not gonna stop a second time, just like the other one didn't. I was hoping to rotate it back around in case there was an issue with that idea. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff buried in here. Including another wheel. How many wheels are there in this goddamn place? There we go, that one stopped. I've hidden so many ledges in here. Which I guess they kind of have to, so you can get back out if you make a mistake. Now we just pop secret walls with one hit, which is so nice. There's no way we're making it on that jump, but it does look like there is a landing spot up there, so I think I am on the right track by doing that. Yeah, that is an area over there. I just need to do better than what we just did. Which means there must be a better position to jump from. Presumably there would be a better position to jump from anyway. Why did my double jump not double jump? No, that doesn't give you more height from there at all. This might have been a case of I needed to have not broken any of the blocks yet to be able to get across there. Oh, I see. We're not meant to do it that way. We're meant to use the boat. Somehow this doesn't surprise me. Considering, you know, the whole not managing to land that jump thing. Which means there's probably another wheel back where we were that I needed to have hit in order to release the boat. Because there were two wheels here, and we only found one wheel in the previous area that we found wheels. So logic denotes that would be where our missing wheel is. Assuming we're missing a wheel, which seems like the likely candidate. Where would that wheel be is the better question. It's gotta be somewhere. Like, all things are somewhere, because... Oh no, because the wheel's over here... Oh. You know, it's almost like it would have been right in front of me, huh? There we go, the gate is open. So that just opens down here. Those wheels are unrelated to the other wheels, then. This did get us an extra life, though. And that's how you get through that upper section that I saw. Ah. That means I think I need to go spin that other wheel that I saw again. The first wheel we spun. You know, it's the first time in a while that they've given us a 1-up, though. I have to note. There we go. Yeah, I was right in respinning that wheel then. I just didn't quite do it enough. Now we gotta get back through the Spike Alley, don't I? No, I don't. Boat's up here. I don't know why I ended up getting bumped backwards when I was just mashing crouch for a moment there. That was a little weird. But we have Sparkly Sword now. Bling, 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 bling. Aha. I do wonder if the appearance for the other skins changes now that we have the armor. Oh great, it's gonna be a whole other boat section. Once again, very grateful for the increased attack power. Which, for those wondering, we do still have the increased speed. It might even be a little faster than the fast sword was. Ow. Please let there be food up here somewhere. Oh. Well, fuck me, I guess. I'm glad I didn't delay long enough that the boat left. Good thing I just skipped that one. Oh, this is where the boss is, huh? Yikes. I don't know if we're up for that right now. We're kind of in shambles at the minute. Oh no, they just yell at us and then go away. Okay, there's the teleporter. That's fantastic news. Let's activate it this time. Let's not make the same mistake we made in the mines. Last thing I need is to not be able to make it back through here. Or whenever we need to, which is going to be soon, probably. No, there's no point in trying to heal up right now. Because from a quarter of a heart, we will just die, so there we go. Fixed it. Okay, so the key for this door is either down here, or it's to the left. Let's go ahead and start from down here, because this might loop around to the left anyway. Well, there was a little bit of healing. I think that is, yeah, that is that left-hand position I was looking at. So I was right in thinking that it loops around to the left, but not quite enough. But there is a bag upgrade up there. So I would not be opposed to getting that. Okay, those appear to be indestructible. Or practically indestructible. They can be damaged down to a smaller size, but they'll never be reduced completely. It's a good thing we already learned to do this trick. The downside being, if you go a little too fast, you get screwed. I probably don't need to dash as I go off of those, but it makes my return jump a little easier. Until I bonk my head on the goddamn block because I'm rushing too much because of the stupid fact that it's a breakable block that they're using there. with the last two. Which is exactly why they're breakable blocks. They do that to make you jump too early. So either you don't make the jump, or you do what I've been doing and bonk your head. Yeah, just don't dash on that one, and what do you know, it's easy. There we go, now we have 45 bag space. There we go. Which I'm betting we have most of the bags now. 45 or 50 sounds like a good amount. I have no idea if that will actually be the amount, but that just seems like an amount they would go for. Okay, but why though? Oh, those are switches. They don't look like it, but that's what those are. So I need to go hit the other one. They're like weird organic switches. Okay, the other one is still hit. So there's another one somewhere on the map that I need to go hit then. Yeah, because that opened this door. Okay. Ah, that is electrified. Okay, opening that door is irrelevant. But this probably opens it. Yep, okay. So I don't have to go back through the electro zone, but I'm going to anyway because it'll be shorter. It did not open that one. It did open that. There's the key. Okay. So I just need to hit another switch somewhere. I'm betting if I close that one, it'll open the other one. Or some nonsense like that. Bingo. Because of course they used alternating switches again. But I should probably get a game over before we do two... Well, no, I can go open the door at least. Because that won't matter. Oh, but we are stuck on the wrong end of everything right now. I have to go back through Electroland. Which we actually made it through. Huh. Yeah, but it's not gonna matter if there's a checkpoint on the other side of the door. By virtue of the simple fact that we will die anyway. So we'll go ahead and respawn, we'll use the teleporter, and we'll go open the door. So I was gonna go check that hole that was next to those spikes. That's why I ended up falling into the spikes, is I was aiming for the hole next to them. I should have just landed on the ground and then went for it. But I was impatient, as is the norm for me. Oh, we have to go get the key again. Good. We've never died with a key, so I actually wasn't sure how that was going to interact. Now we know. Now we know that I have to go re-get the key. Which is thankfully just down here, but I need to go hit a switch again. Not that one. Guess it has to be this one. Oh wow, a lot of these are closed again. The fuck? It is so hard to keep track of what is and isn't retained in this game. Now I can't throw those through there. I figured I couldn't, but I needed to try. It means we have to go back up this way. You know, I should have been tipped off by the fact that that one was still sitting up, huh? I just didn't even pay attention. I was just zooming along. Okay, that closes that door. On the bright side, the next time we go to a shop that does sell extra lives, we can buy quite a few of them. Nope. I have hit them in the wrong pattern here. So now this one's open. Now I should be able to access the other lower one. And that'll open the doorway. Or not. I need to unhit this one, I think. Nope. Okay. Hit that one and then go unhit one of the other ones then. Probably this one up here again. Like we did last time? Yeah, probably. Whatever forces me to have to go back through electricity as often as possible is the likely outcome. Yep. It does kind of suck that dying lost us the key, though we did get a game over, so it is understandable that we would lose the key. So at that point, it's interesting that a game over didn't lose us the teleporter. It just merely lost us everything else. Yeah, that's not where the door was. The door was further up. I second-guessed myself and I shouldn't have. This door was right up here. Okay, but why, though? Oh, and that extends out. Okay, we're just getting the hell out of there. Oh, and this is the boss room. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, I knew I was dying, but that doesn't seem that bad so far. Like, getting to him is actually, I think, going to be worse than fighting him. Especially if I just want to hit him with sub-weapons. Which I don't really want to burn them on this fight. That doesn't seem that bad at the moment. Yeah, see, he's dead already. It really was not much of a fight, thanks to our improved powers. If I didn't have the armor or the best weapon, I think that fight would have sucked. Because you would have been just constantly getting knocked around into the spikes, and it would have just been pain, misery, and aggravation. But, no, that's... I really expected this to be extra. Okay, let's go back then. Because there was another path. Or, I should say, it looked like there was another path. We'll see if there actually is or not. The answer to that question is a no. I wasted health. Rip. It is nice that your dash momentum combines with the water actually reasonably nicely. Okay. Are some of these going to... Oh, they come back. Okay. I was like, are some of them going to attack me or something? What's going on with this? I kind of expected, like, enemies to spawn out of some of the blocks. Oh, you can pass through them. Weird. Oh, but they do slow you down, like, a lot. And it does hurt you. Okay. It just takes it a little bit to start hurting. Interesting. I'm not a fan of the meat maze we have going on here, game. Okay, there's one reward for walking through the meat maze. 2 rewards. I have to assume there's more than this in here, though. Like, this is either path to progress, or there's an upgrade in here somewhere. Though considering we got a weapon upgrade in this zone, I would assume the armor upgrade's not in here. In fact, wait, no, we got a bag upgrade in here too. Oh, but this was necessary. There's a wheel up here. There we go. And now I presume we have to do a similar move down here somewhere. Oh, this is upsetting. It just keeps getting worse. Oh wow, that took 2 hits. Now I gotta spin it all the way around again. There we go. So apparently there's more than 2 wheels this time, because we left both of them at their stop state. This is how we got in here, right? Yeah, this is how we got in here. Hope you enjoy the sound of me slaughtering meat blocks, because it's gonna be happening for a bit, I think. So, is the gate not necessary? Okay, yeah, this is the guardian of the boss fight. Oh, the gates are for a health extension. I see. Oh, you sell extra lives though, so just give me a few of them, give me a full heal. Alright. We can afford another extra life, but let's save that money to full heal again instead. Because that's basically going to be the same thing as an extra life, but significantly cheaper, if you think about it. So the question becomes, is there other wheels, or did I fuck up with the top wheel and not actually put it back properly? Let's go check that wheel first. There's only been 2 wheels any other time. Why would there suddenly be more than 2 wheels? But we definitely want that health extension, because that'll leave only 1 health extension unaccounted for, which makes my life way easier. That's a weird damage amount that they did there, by the way. 3/4 of a heart. Yeah, we need to go a different path to get through here. Ironically enough, I picked the right path the first time. But I suppose that's only ironic depending on your expectations. Okay, yeah, that locked in. So, and we know for a fact the other one's locked in. So, what the fuck? Unless it just doesn't notify you that that gate opened, which, worth checking. Nope, that gate sure is still shut. Okay. So there must be more wheels somewhere then. And the only place I could think of would be to go down and right to look for one. There's this over here. Oh wait, no, this is where we went through to get to that other one, though. Well, let's spin it again just for shits and giggles, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, no, that's locked in too. Okay. Is there a second wheel up top? Oh, neat, there was a full heal in this mess. That's awfully generous of them. Aha, there was another wheel. There we go, health extension get. Good thing I didn't just assume I was correct when I said that there would only be 2 wheels, because there's always been only 2 wheels. Because of course they would change it for the health extension. Oh wow, this is a pretty small room to be fighting a boss in. Especially one that size. Alright. Oh, the heart. I see. Okay. When it bursts through the wall, we need to hit it. We just need to not keep giving it contact damage chances when we do that. So... Nope, nope, not open that time. Okay, sure. It just is only sometimes open, I guess. At least they warn you about where the tentacles are going, though. I have to give them credit for that. Having to spot that quickly would be kind of rough. Oh god, it spits awful things. Great. No, torches aren't gonna work, you fool. Spears, though. Spears will work great. They really like that screech noise, huh? Oh, I see. When he does a charge across the room is when it doesn't open. Charging again? Oh, no. It's spitting that time. But it also wasn't open, so my logic is not necessarily holding true yet. Wait, really? Wow, that sword does way more damage, doesn't it? Because, that did not take many hits at all. So we first tried that, and we got everything out of that area. So we've now fully cleared everything other than Devil's Peak and Frozen Mines. Because there's no secrets in Gale's Castle, which means the other health extension is in one of these 2 areas, and it's more than likely in Frozen Mines somewhere. Because of what I was talking about with Devil's Peak, I'm pretty sure we have the runestone here already. So more than likely our last armor piece and our health extension are both in here. Which means I do kind of have to go through and fully clear this. Because I'm betting the last armor is also really good. Just like the last sword was really good. Well, I've started this process, let's finish it, let's get everything then. Where would there be an item left in this place? Oh wow, those guys are dying in 2 hits now. Weren't they more like 6 hits before? Because I know it said it doubled our damage, but I feel like there's some fuzzy math happening there with some of these things that are dying then. Yeah, we went through all this already. Isn't this how we found the Frozen Mines? Yeah, the Frozen Mines are over there, I remember now. Get a little higher up and see if there's anything, like, tucked away. Because now we can dispose of the rock throwers a lot easier. This is way less of an issue to get through. Nope. There's bugger all up there. I will say dashing actually does work pretty well with the ice. Because we can actually get way more speed and distance with our dashes on the ice. And this might just be me, but I wonder if this game was balanced around the best sword and not balanced around the starting sword. His enemies were kind of spongy, taking like 4 or 5 hits even for regular enemies once you got to the latter half of the game. Like even the weakest things like those climbers took 2 hits, which that's fine. That part I don't really have too much of an issue with. Enemies that are taking 2 hits really aren't much of a thing. It's mostly just the like even now with the upgraded sword, those guys take a fair few hits to kill. And they're wizards. You would not expect wizards to be that durable. Got that because we needed to get through the stage. We still need to break that, right? Is we needed to be able to push that down to break that. Or was down there where the frozen mines were? God, my brain is not... Because I think we did this, or did I die trying to do this and then I didn't end up finishing doing it? Don't remember. Or was this where the boots were? This might have been where the boots were. Yeah, no, we did do this, because this is where the boots were. Okay. Never mind. Retract the aha. Just un-aha that aha. Thing is, we're out here searching for one secret in a big area. Though I think I have a suspicion as to where it's gonna be. And I'm not gonna lie, I came back in here trying to avoid having to do it. But I think I know exactly where it is. It's in the wind area. Not in this wind area over here. Where you actually have to worry about what direction the wind's blowing. It's higher up in here, probably. Because that's where I avoided going like the plague. In part because of these jerks, and in part because we didn't have a double jump to get up here before. So there's that, and then there's probably something else tucked away up in here somewhere. And it may even come down to, like, working with the wind to get somewhere. Because there are all those higher sections in here. Unless it's attached to this, but I don't think it would be. Yeah, because there was only down there... We already got the thing... No, we didn't get the thing that was in there. I swear we had, but... I'm pretty confident blue chests don't respawn, so... Now I'm slightly confused and worried. But it's... I don't think either of those would have counted as our missing secret, Didn't we make it up this climb here? Or did I say to hell with this and not do it? I do feel like this is something I would have said to hell with, that... Oh yeah, we couldn't make it the rest of the way up here. There's our missing runestone. So I was right, it was in the wind area up high. All things in the world are made of courage, rage, and fear. Courage is a torch of glory guiding the heirs of truth. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. Rage is the only bridge between both. Through rage, a peasant finds courage to make the bandits flee in fear. And there we go. That should be everything in this area. So we never have to come back to Devil's Peak again. So all that's left is finishing up Frozen Mines, killing the boss, and then we can move on to the final area. Oh good, the teleporter is still open. There's one box. That might be one of the secrets, though. No, because we established that the health extension and the armor both have to be here. And I'm betting the minecart track that we failed in the other part probably is one of the two. Because remember, we failed two separate minecart tracks that I thought were the same minecart track. Unless it's up here, but I don't think it's up here. I thought we did this. I thought this was required. But we might have died partway through and I said the hell with it. Yep, that's pain down there. Okay, understood. No, this was the path to the key. Because we grabbed the key and then we dropped down after dealing with the dog. Who is no longer an issue because of our better sword. Yeah, that's exactly how that played out. Okay. But the health extension might be, like, hidden somewhere in here. Is the other health extension was right next to where the boss was. Another minecart, huh? Did we do this? I remember that room, but I don't remember if we succeeded at this, and it's not for the key, so it has to be for something. I wasn't paying attention. Just ADHD things. Just blanked out for a second, and everything went to hell in a handbasket. I can't believe they gave me that one. Okay, we made that landing. Oh, I needed to turn. I think I needed to jump up there. I think that other path was what we wanted. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. We found a health extension in here, though. So maybe the health extension isn't in here. Because remember, we rode on a minecart path, and that's where we got one of the health extensions. Huh, unless they did put two in here. Because remember, there's no secrets in the final area. I'm now very suspicious. And I don't like that. I don't like it when the game makes me suspicious. Because that usually leads to me getting stubborn and deciding to force my way through somewhere. And more often than not, when I do that, it's painful for everybody involved. Case in point. On the bright side, if I was correct in my assumption when we established that falling can't kill me, we're guaranteed to succeed eventually here. Okay. Oh, I jumped too early. Can I just land this, though, and potentially get somewhere? So we can explore ahead of us a bit. Nope, there's no ground there. There's the other health extension, though. That proves that the other health extension is here. Where am I going? Wait a minute. Oh! Interesting. You kill me. Oh, but it put me here. That's fine. I was hoping it would put me back at the minecart because I thought the minecart was going to act as a checkpoint. Still, it's not hard to get back there. Is it just right up here? Still, that'll be full health. But that's why that area looked familiar, is because it's above where we were, which is an interesting way of going about that. So it'll just be a matter of finding where the armor is from here. And I have a suspicion that it is on that earlier minecart track that I think I missed a step on. I did it again. God damn it. Well, we can try to grab the health extension this way, now that we know where it is. Nope, I missed it again. If I didn't bump my head, I think we would have been able to get that. Just drop myself. There we go. Now that we know where the path is, we can at least save ourselves from ending up getting bad checkpointed. Well, that was almost an odd situation. Thankfully, the game knew what to do with that and just booted us out of the cart. Don't jump there. Jump here. There we go. Too early, though. Wait. A concept? A concept? Oh. But that just spits us out here, having completed the route. And now we're stuck here. Son of a bitch. Well, you know what? Wait, why are there multiple dogs here? We didn't have an area with multiple. This is a different place. This just looked the same. Is this where the armor is, then? They really gotta stop making these places look so damn samey. Oh, there's a weapon bag. What? But there was only 2 secrets in here. What? Huh? I'm so confused. This situation doesn't make sense. Okay, that explains that door. Okay, touch that checkpoint. This is where the boss fight is, right? No, yeah, because underneath this elevator is where the boss fight is. Okay. We have our bearings now, then, because this is the stupid spike loop. And the beginning of the minecart we just fell off of was over here. So we can try again for the health extension. I wish I could come back to this checkpoint after leaving and checking the map, because I want to see if there's 2 secrets still or not. Because I don't know if that bag counted as a secret, since it was just on a path. Because the thing that's bugging me is there's a chance that there's something else that gets you the armor and it's not actually one of the secrets. Like, it's not counted on the secret list. Is it, for all I know, it could be the reward for getting full health is you get the armor or some nonsense like that. Because there are a couple games that have done that, like, you got all the things, here, you're rewarded with ultimate armor or some nonsense along those lines. I fucked up. Fucked up. Goodbye. Okay, it does kill you. Interesting. Why didn't it kill me before? Or did I just happen to look at it right as we were about to die, and then we made it the time I would have died? That honestly would track, because we've gotten away with last-second saves like that how many times? Like, every time? You know, outside of, like, a couple times where I failed, because obviously there have been failures. Yeah, it is kind of finicky to jump at the right spot there to get to the proper bridge, and then you have to take the high road again without missing that jump either. Like, they really make you put in work with this minecart. I fucked up again. You know what? Nope, I think I fucked up. Yeah, we're at a similar height again. I think I know what to do, though, to cheese this. I need to hold my double jump longer if I'm going to try to do it that way. So that'll be our fallback position if I miss the minecart jump again. So if you think about it, it's underneath where we are now. If the game didn't have a kill floor so close to where the minecart track is, we could absolutely just cheese that. Whoop, I fucked up again. I think we're still too low. We are a lot closer on the scale of, like, the handful of inches that are involved there, but it's not good enough. We're gonna end up wasting multiple lives on this damn minecart track again. Like, this map specifically, I mean. Why did I do that? Unless, nope. I was like, where's the kill floor? Am I gonna be able to get away with, like, trying to find the health extension that way? Because, you know, I've gotta try to fuck around on a bit here, in the hopes that we find out good results instead of fucking around and finding out and having it be bad for us. There we go. Got it. That's literally all there was to it. I just needed to not have messed that jump up. So now we have full health. But we still don't have the armor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get through the rest of this area. We're gonna beat up the boss. Because with our newly enhanced powers, we are absolutely going to be able to take care of that problem. And then we will check the map and see if my theory was correct. So I do wonder why there's a split path again there. Like, that higher path might lead to something else. But as it stands, we can at least make it out of here. So we're absolutely just gonna do that. So going into this boss fight with half health is basically asking to lose. But this will help me get the pattern back in. And see just how much quicker this better sword knocks this thing down. Oh wow, that is a lot quicker. I'm betting this is gonna die in like 2 cycles with the better sword. Yeah, no, we can just bully this thing with this sword. That was so much easier with better equipment. This is why I said we were gonna need to go get better equipment. Oh, I skipped the text. It said something about it merging and becoming a crystal. Okay, no, Frozen Mines is everything. So there is no armor in there. The armor must be in the final area then. It might be like, hey, here's the final armor because you're in danger or something then. Like, it may still be a you got everything reward. Though we didn't find the other shadow location. Maybe the armor's the reward for finding the 3rd shadow location, but I would have figured that would have been one of the secrets. We do have all 8 rune stones, but maybe the 3rd location is in Gale's castle. In fact, it would almost have to be. The barrier disappeared? I must go. Da-da-da. Remember that flashing light warning, because we were having a bunch of lightning, so... It is gonna keep flickering back there. Oh hey, a former mid-boss is just hanging out here. Now I do need to deal with them. I kind of figured, but I wanted to check. Yep, there we go. That popped open immediately. It is satisfying being this much stronger, I gotta say. So I'm glad we went and got this stuff, even if I'm a little upset that that fight ended up being so trivialized. But that fight deserved to be trivialized with how kind of shit that fight was. So I'm not that upset. Okay. Oh. This is gonna be like boss refights or something, isn't it? Oh wow, this is actually gonna be fairly involved. Alright. Well, I guess I was right about it being a greatest hits of everything we had dealt with up till now. Sweet, there's a full heal. Like, I really don't think we're gonna be in any danger at this point in the game, now that we have the best weapon. Based on how much that fight turned around from weapon 2 to weapon 3. I'm curious. Nope. Oh, you can actually downgrade sword. Okay, so if you really don't want to use the best weapon, you can choose to not use it. There's a part of me that's tempted. And then the more rational part of my brain tells that part, no, you're stupid, stop that. You went and got that damn thing, use it. You earned this weapon. Now, this is where we came from. So let's go through the hole in the wall we made here. Does this just loop me back? Whoop. Dick move. Dick move. So, I think the area we just dug through was right down here, yeah. So at least there's a checkpoint above us, so if I die down here, we'll be okay. But I'm betting there's something down here, considering they had that spit us out back at the checkpoint. There's gotta be something. Even though, yet again, Gale's castle was listed as having no secrets in it. But it looks like that was just for money. Okay. That was less exciting than I'd hoped. But not more exciting than I think any of us expected, unfortunately. I really thought this was gonna be one of those places that loops you around and just says fuck you over and over again. Oh, who would say a tiny insolent bug that refuses to die Tell me, Seldk, how fast can I kill you and keep that Odallus of yours? What are you? Monsters? Gods? Bit of both. We are not that different, you and I. We are only more aware of the opportunity ahead. An opportunity, you say? But at what cost? The cost has never changed. Not in 1,000 years. Do you think your old gods did anything different? Oh, such an innocent peach. What a pity I'm out of patience right now. Die, bug. I could say the same for you. There we go. Real time now. Oh, she's turned red. Oh no. She's a lot faster, because, you know, red ones go faster. We all know how that works. Ah, that's what she's doing. Okay, I was wondering if she was, like, gonna throw a giant bullet or something. The answer was no. She turned into a giant bullet. Okay, good. We can just brute force that. And she's not dead, I don't think? Like, she caught on fire, but she teleported at the end there, I think. Okay, yeah, we have to beat both of these, and then we can go on. So what's on this other side, then? You know, aside from awful. Yeah, I knew I was dying there. I didn't really have much choice there. I would have had to have done a really good landing and dash in order to not die there. This place is really gonna suck to go back through if we get a game over. Yeah, landing that and then getting back through is rough. I don't know what the deal with these weird, like, lava pillars is. Oh, God. I guess if you just listen to directions sometimes, bud, you'd live a lot longer. I want you to know that. Let's just get past these. Please let there be healing in here. Oh, joy. You know, for a place that doesn't have any secrets, there sure are a lot of secret walls that lead to places I don't want to be. So there must be an encounter with the merchant somewhere near if they're giving us this much money. Wait, that's an extra life. I died for an extra life. And I didn't even get it. That's the worst part. The thing is, that does have an exit, so that might lead to more than just that extra life. I hate the way my brain works, because it's right, but I don't want it to be. And now we're kind of in that cost loop right now of, well, we lost that extra life, so I need to go get that one now to make up for the one I lost. And if I just don't lose as much health getting there, which I won't because the blocks are all gone, we'll be fine. So, by the same token, what is up here? Ah, a lot of shooters, I see. And that's gonna spit us out up here, almost certainly. So yeah, let's go get that extra life then, that'll be worth it. Because this path isn't that hard. Especially since with double jump you can skip half of it. I just fucked this up. And there we go, extra life get. We lost a couple extra hits, but we got the extra life. Oh right, you! So we cross paths again, arrogant one. I believe you have something that belongs to me. I owe you nothing. Where's my son, Armageddon? What have you done to him? Son? What is a son but the perpetuation of his father's sins? You have never had a son, only a wicked extension of your own faults. Silence, repugnant creature. Where are you beasts hiding him? He is not hiding. He is everywhere. None of this would be possible without him. But he is not as simple as settled as you expect. Give me the Odallus back. A Celtic like you has no use for it. Don't I? Okay. Oh, that goes towards me. Okay. Nope, he's in ground form again now. Which is way easier to deal with now. Yeah, I had a feeling. So I guess he's this game's equivalent of a death fight. Spears will be great against him since he spends a lot of time above me. In fact, if I just get here, he's gonna hit me once more with it, and then I can get some cheap shots, or at least that was the idea. It didn't really work out that way. Oh, the lower part of him doesn't count. Okay. Yeah, we could just power through that with this sword, so fuck you and your summons. Where'd he go? He's over here. Oh, that goes at an angle. Okay, I for some reason expected that to go high. Sounds like we got some thunder coming in, so fitting for the storm happening in the game too, huh? Oh, that one's red this time. I guess he's stronger. Yep, he's doing different stuff now. I'm betting this would be the fight you'd have early on in the veteran mode, probably. Which, God, I can't even imagine veteran mode with what we've experienced in this game now. How many hits do you take? Oh, he summoned a yellow version of himself now, which I assume is going to be a mix of the two movesets, probably. Oh, he's got bouncy fireballs now. Look at you. You fuck. He keeps just appearing and then running away immediately. He missed. There he goes, he's dead. Okay, first real try and we got him. Just took an extra attempt to get through him because we were already in shambles when we got to him the first time. Hey, the merchant. Heal, please. We'll grab a couple spears. We don't really need the other ones too badly. We're only missing 8. Would have been great to have a full heal be the option there, but you know what? It's fine. We have a lot of money. Final battle? What a surprise! You made it this far, old man. Don't waste more of my time, vicious prick. Where is my boy? Have you considered that that's your boy standing in front of you? Dun dun dun! Can't you recognize your offspring, father? No, lies! My son was only a child days ago. A body cannot hold all the limitless wonders a mind can accomplish. The Odallus was just waiting for the right moment. From now on, I am to be known by my real name, Chrysis. The new gods must rise, and I will be among them. You can be too, as it was meant to be. I have had enough of gods. Come, son, stop this nonsense and head back home with me. Our people sure miss you. They were never my people. They were my foes. I waited 1,000 years for my revenge. 1,000 years to recover the Odallus and be between gods. Okay, so he's been, like, fully possessed then, I suppose. Or he's a reincarnation situation, one of the two. You, however, are not as weak as the settled are. Come, and we shall rule together. Madness. Foolish man, you give me no choice. Not even gonna put your helmet back on? That's some disrespect right there. So you can teleport now, so I guess, you know what? Maybe that disrespect is warranted a little bit. Okay, I have to attack you during your attack pattern. Because otherwise you just parry me. Well, that wasn't so hard. I'm assuming there's a second phase. You are my son, though you are also not at the same time. How is this possible? My blood brothers and I once lived in this realm among you, until your kind stole the Odallus and sentenced my kind to live in shadows for eternity. At last we found a way to come back and avenge ourselves. All this for vengeance, you say? For revenge, yes, and power as well. Who wouldn't contemplate the idea of becoming a god? If you wish to claim something, call for your responsibility in this carnage. Absurd, I had nothing to do with this. A proud man may sometimes be blinded by all this pride. You were also a great contributor of souls and trade of power before your son was born. Up to this day, did you get here free of blood in your hands? Have you spared any of the men you crossed paths with? You brought me to this realm, dormant but conscious in that feeble body. That's why I insist. Join me and rule a new era. Oh, now they're taking me seriously. At least somewhat. They still don't have a very powerful body, so I suppose that's where we're gonna have an advantage. But now they're using their magic. Wrong way. Okay, that's how that move works. How many hits are you gonna take, though, is the best question. How does that... Oh, you summoned a clone. Okay. Oh, and there's 2 of them. Oh, there's 3 of them. Yikes. Even with full health, we're gonna be in a rough spot here, I think. I don't know. Like, the armor has to be wherever that other shadow symbol is, then. Because we're at what I presume is the final fight. And I don't have it. Oh... Yeah, no, it's not there. There's no, like, banquet hall for me to hit a switch in and get a bunch of goodies. I can't really think of any paths we didn't really take, though. I took the only turnoff we found when I went to get that extra life. I wonder if I'm gonna have to do the other fights again if I game over. Probably. Oh, we'll find out. I get the feeling we're gonna have to find out. On the bright side, now that we know how the first phase of this works, I can probably do it without getting hit much. And then I take contact damage as well. Never mind. You know what? Just kill me. I've wasted this attempt. End my life. Take over for your father. Wow, I still managed to kill you just trading blows, huh? Yikes. There we go. Anyway, let's do that again, but without me jinxing myself instantly, shall we? Okay, you do instantly turn around. There we go. Only lost 1 heart that time. That's way better than we did last time. Not counting the time that I just threw everything away. Ow, wow, wow, wow. God damn, I keep getting caught on that third swing. I really should just wait for him to do, like, magic attacks, probably. Which he's just doing now, so that's great. Just keep doing that. Oh, now you're gonna do the shooting. Okay, that does follow all the way underneath you. Good to know. Okay, I can't attack you during that move. Which, that kind of sucks in and of itself. And I'm dead. Game over, yeah. At least this isn't one of those games where you get, like, a bad ending if you game over on the final fight. Because that would have been awful. Now I have to do all of the regular enemy fights, though, I assume, on my way there. Or at a minimum. So, like, all these dudes again. Oh, thanks. Thanks for just walking into me. Great attack, buddy, holding W. Love that. Best move in any video game. Walking into people. Can't believe he got me with the goddamn net at this point in the game. Because I'm just trying to rush through now, because I don't want to have to deal with all this crap again. Interesting that you can dash around while netted. Like, you don't get far, but you can try. Okay, the lights are all still on, so we don't have to do all the fights again. That's very kind of them, actually. Which means game overs aren't actually that concerning with this, then. You got anything useful to say? Good luck. You're going to need it. Great. That's all you got for me, huh? Okay. Very good. That's the checkpoint. Alright. 3 lives, full health, basically full gear. Let's do this, kiddo. Bring it on. It would actually be kind of cool if they did give you the option to join them, though. I got greedy. And now my tempo is all thrown off. Too early. He just kind of stood there for some reason that time. I guess I jumped too early over him, perhaps? There we go. We've only got half health for this part, but at least we get through the dialogue, so I don't have to get thrown off by that in a better attempt. Yeah, I'm surprised we never got an overhead chop move, thinking about it. Okay, that attack is completely avoidable. Then again, like, everything this character does is avoidable. Even this is not actually that hard to avoid. This part was a little spooky, but we got through it. And I'm assuming now the pattern just resumes. Ow. Oh, but you're gonna bullshit me. Oh, that spear was still there. I should have noticed that. Really? Dying to him teleporting up to the middle. God damn it. Real shame this game doesn't have portable healing items, so we could have just finished this a while ago. I know it would make it kind of a lot... Well, yeah, it would make it a lot less difficult. Let's just finish that thought properly there. Damn it. I keep thinking he's only going to do the 2 horizontal swings, and he does that vertical. Is sometimes he'll do the 2 horizontal and nothing else, and then sometimes he does that. And now I'm getting impatient at this phase of the fight, because, you know, we've already done it. We've demonstrated that I can do this cleanly, but now I'm doing it wrong because of the fact that I have already done it. And I would like to be at the second phase so that I could actually make progress here, instead of wasting my time and everybody else's. But instead, I've basically wasted this attempt because of that. Fucking contact damage. Such a dog shit mechanic, just in gaming in general. It's such lazy damage. God damn you when you're fucking teleporting to the middle. Yep, I was out of position. I was over from the word go as soon as that second one appeared. You gotta be really careful not to walk underneath him when you try to dodge that, because otherwise all you're gonna do is bump into him when you try to jump up away from that attack. God damn it. That attack just came out, like, slightly quicker than I expected for some reason. And I think again, it's because my tempo keeps getting thrown off by the fact that sometimes he blocks because I attack just ever so slightly too quickly. Like, all it takes is, like, one frame too soon in attack, and my pattern just falls apart. You son of a whore. Can't even call him that because he's my own goddamn son, but you know what? I don't know what this guy's wife was. His son's clearly out here getting possessed by goddamn demons, so, you know, maybe this family's not alright to begin with. Contact damage again! I'm pretty sure if somebody kept track, more than half the damage I've taken in this game is contact damage. I would be willing to believe that, without even questioning it. Like, the monsters I understand taking contact damage from. This guy's just a dude in armor with some magic. Why is touching him painful? Does this man just not have the capacity to touch his own son without being weird about it? If so, maybe that's part of why we're having this problem in the first place. Now he's gonna use his one good move. I thought I got away from there. Quit it with that. That's the one thing I can't guarantee being able to hit you during. Though I suppose if I threw spears at him, I probably could guarantee damage there. That would be risky, and I don't feel too inclined to take that risk right about now. Do your stupid magic attacks. Yeah, that one. Do that one some more. That one's good too. Got him. That's all it took, was keeping him in that loop. I tried to do that before, but he didn't want to play ball. Damn you. Your foolishness is unprecedented. I offer you to partake on my future power, and you insist on taking it all for yourself. I'm stopping you from destroying our people. Old man, you take me for a fool. You and I both know you do not act on selflessness. If you want me to kill you, so be it. I will not restrain the power of the Odallus anymore. Immunitize the Exoson. Well. He stole the crystal, and now he's gonna turn into a horrible abomination. Oh, well, now just really tall. Okay. I don't suppose that this is gonna be a separate checkpoint, so I can come back to this without having to redo the other part, huh? I'm gonna assume I have to break the crystal. Yep, the crystal's the weak point. Oh, that laser's fast. Why is it getting faster? Come on now. How many hits is this gonna take is another very good question. The answer, more than I'm going to. Oh, you cheeky shit. Trying to spawn on my damn head. I don't know how I didn't get hit by the aura from that, but I'll take it. I apologize to everyone's eyes for the way these attacks work, by the way. I fucked up. I'm still alive, though, somehow? So that's good. Oh, you bitch. Oh, and this is how we lose, huh? Yep, busy reverse the fucking thing. Come on! Why did it turn around? That's such a dick move. Like, that thing's already hard enough to keep up with, but the way you have to run to avoid that basically means if he turns it around, you're fucked. That is brutal. Now I gotta deal with all your garbage again. And I'm probably gonna have to beat up his human-ish form again before getting to that phase, which means I need to get through 3 phases of fighting in order to win this game. Which, you know, that's nothing new, but I'm never happy when that truth comes out. Oh, you fucking dick. I really should have just gone to a different stage and bought more extra lives. Before coming back in here. And if we game over again, that's probably what I'm gonna do, because we have money left over every time. But, you know, of course, the final merchant doesn't sell extra lives. His price doesn't increase here, though, so at least not on the soup. Maybe the soup caps out at 35. We're gonna just... Nope, we're not gonna cut to the chase, huh? Okay. There we go. First phase hitless. And, like, I'll give them credit. They made these phases reasonably easy to do hitless, as long as you're careful. Like, none of these are super crazy phases. I just really wish they would have given you the opportunity to skip the faff here and just get to the final part. But I understand that they have to do this to try to drain some of your health down. Because, you know, that's just how these things are done. Though Both phases hitless now. Look at that. Never gonna see that happen again. Now I just gotta get through this. Which, thankfully, this phase didn't seem to hit super hard. It just hit a lot at times. Okay, he's staying over there. Oh, wow, that doesn't do that much damage at all, actually. You could probably just brute force through this, then. Yeah, see, that's almost like a guaranteed hit, because it goes on just like a slight bit longer than you think it would. Waiting for that crystal to rotate around, though, sets you up for failure so much. I could probably be using my sub-weapons to hit it when I wouldn't be able to reach it with the sword, though. Cut the shit. No dessert for a week, kiddo. Fuck you. Got it. Yeah, the third phase really isn't that bad. None of that fight was bad. It does outstay its welcome a little bit unless you really clear those phases quickly. And if I didn't have the best sword, that was going to be a miserable fight, I think. Yeah, we almost 100%ed this game. We missed the best armor, presumably wherever the third mark was. All in all, though, not bad. It took us way longer than the how long to beat time said, though, because we got stuck so bad a couple times. Because I think all told it took us like 5 hours to beat this game, whereas it was rated at 3. But I think the 100% time was something on the order of like 6 hours or so, probably, so that makes sense. That's 9 games for this month and 21 for the year now, though. I would click out to check the how long to beat time, but I don't want to make us lose the end credits music, so actually I'll just pull it up on my phone. Why don't I do that? That would make sense. We can just do that. Come on. There we go. Now I'm seeing a very different answer. Maybe I just read it wrong when I looked at it the first time. Is it saying Odallus was a 6-hour game, now that I look at this? And that's more believable than the 3 I saw before. And it's 8.5, apparently, for 100%. But as far as I could tell, we basically 100%ed the game with it only having taken us like 5 or 6 hours. So I guess technically we're still ahead? I don't know. I don't actually know on that one whether that quite works out or not. It took us 2 hours to beat Moonrider yesterday, and we were live for like nearly 6. So actually no, it took us 6 hours to beat this. So we were right about on the go straight through time, but 2 and change ahead of the average 100% time, which we didn't quite 100% it. Yeah, see, 98% completion. Literally, we're only missing the armor. Oh, that sucks. Like, that's great on the one hand, but it's also terrible because now it's like, I could have had one of my rare 100% completions. If I had just spent more time looking for that armor, but I have no idea where it would have been. Like, where on earth could that have been?